Thank you, Pankaj, for the compliments. Uh, Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished panelists. You've heard many presentations about e-governance. You've also heard what different companies have done for different other organizations implementing either e-governance solutions or different IT solutions. I'm taking a slightly different tack, and I'm going to talk to you about what we have done at GNFC as far as ICT is concerned. We are taking it as a case study. GNFC, as you all may be knowing, is a Government of Gujarat promoted organization, about 3,000 crore turnover, about 4,000 employees, and has a profitability record of about 30 years, is known as one of the Panchratnas of Government of Gujarat. So what all it has done, that is what we will be talking to you in the next 5-7 minutes. This is the ICT framework which GNFC has implemented. So at the top you would see that IT vision and strategy. So it must have a vision and a strategy to be able to set up whatever it needs to, or it sets up eventually. So what it has ERP solution, it has several add-on solutions or bolt-on solutions you can call them, and the various hardware, network, devices to carry out these solutions. At the bottom what you have is IT enablers. So you cannot implement anything unless you have an IT organization, unless you have IT policies, you have processes, you have key performance indicators and trained people behind doing the entire thing. This is the overall IT architecture. It's a fairly complex. In the middle what you see is SAP. GNFC incidentally implemented SAP in 2001. It was the first public sector organization, not only in Gujarat, probably in the entire country, among the first few to implement SAP. In fact, it was way ahead of many private sector organizations in Gujarat to do this. And there are a variety of other applications which are built around SAP. How did GNFC end up doing this? Or how does this entire framework really work? So it all starts with a particular vision an organization may have. So what is the vision we have for GNFC? A world-class technology-driven organization creating sustainable value for all stakeholders through excellence and innovation. To achieve that, it must have certain business requirements, certain business imperatives. What are those? Operationally, it must be excellent. So it must have great inventory control systems, it must have great production planning systems, and so on. It should have internal and external stakeholder management. So internally, employees should be able to interact with each other very well, should be able to interact with whomsoever. And outsiders, it could be buyers, it could be suppliers, it could be bankers, financial institutions, and so on. The company should be able to seamlessly talk to them, and they also should be able to seamlessly talk to the company, get the information, provide the information, and so on. And expansion and diversification. Whenever company expands, and no company can remain static, it must keep on implementing different projects. Whenever a company expands, there is a tremendous requirement of ICT. ICT becomes a backbone for that. So what services ICT provides there? So starting from project management, so that the project is implemented in time and the costs are controlled, to actually delivering the services later when the project is implemented also is a business imperative. To translate all these things in action, you must have an IT vision. The business imperatives must translate into IT imperatives. So what is the IT vision which we have at GNFC? To become a key partner in strategic business decisions and improve the efficiency of key business processes. So all the business processes, whether they are related to sales and distribution management, or inventory control, or financial and costing, budgeting, whatever, ICT must play a role, must play a part in making all of them efficient. How does it do that? By providing automation and integration, by providing proper information management. The information must be available whenever you need it. Information must be accurate, information must be reliable, and it must be available in the form in which you can manipulate, you can process it as fast as you can. And of course, we must follow IT standards, and there must be an IT organization to actually derive the IT vision, to fulfill the IT vision. Based on this IT imperative, actually a detailed exercise was carried out in the organization about 2.5 years back, and 25 critical initiatives, though majority of the SAP at that time had been implemented, even then this was carried out, and further many more initiatives were identified. Actually, it's a constant process, because the technology keeps changing, newer applications, newer devices keep coming, so therefore one must leverage them, one must use them to derive more and more benefits. So this is what we did. SAP, initially it was focused on financial accounting, sales and distribution, and so on. Later on we implemented production planning, plant maintenance, costing and budgeting, and business objects, which is under implementation right now. Then project planning and monitoring system, transport management system, and a whole lot of other tools and applications, which have been going on. Customer relationship management, training management, we talked about capacity building. This kind of training management helps us a great deal in capacity building. Then following IT standards, that everything, again, Neetaben spoke in detail about, IT policy and how IT standards must be there. So we were doing a great deal of work there as well. The company has ISO 9001. It is one part of the company already has ISO 27001. For the larger company, it is being under implementation. It is under implementation right now. Fertilizers and different chemicals and so on, and some of these chemicals are extremely hazardous. Some of the top bomb blasts which have happened in the country, for example, ammonium nitrate has been used as one of the raw materials. GNFC happens to be one of the manufacturers, and it manufactures a few thousand tons of ammonium nitrate. 1 kilogram of ammonium nitrate is enough to bring down a building. So GNFC must track all these vehicles, where they are going, where they are stopping, are they going at the place where they are supposed to be going, and so on. With increasing threats, terrorist threats, these things have become very, very important. RFID, Government of India wants that all the fertilizers must be tracked, where they are going, and so on. So subsidy earlier, which used to be available on production, now they are talking about making it available on consumption. So therefore, they must track consumption, where these fertilizer bags are going, to which farm, to which state, district, and so on and so forth. These are the current initiatives which are being implemented. Not only those 25 which I showed in some earlier slides, some more have been added. So some of the more important one is a proposal clearance system, which is fully live, and all our proposals travel online only. There are various locations actually they physically go to, but one doesn't really have to bother about it because it happens on the net. SAP business objective, I spoke to you about transport management, third-party analytical tool, a very, very interesting thing. We've gone a step ahead, where we are using techniques like linear programming and operation research, using analytical tools to arrive at what is called product mix decisions. GNFC has 22, 23 products. All these products use different kind of raw materials, and ABC could go in 5 different products, AB could go in 2 other different products. How do you make these decisions that which product, what quantity to manufacture on what particular day or a week or a month or whatever? These decisions also, to support these decisions, we are going in for analytical tools. This is the central IT department, what different groups it has, what different division it has: network management, hardware management, ERP maintenance, other IT systems, and IT help desk. GNFC, we compared ourselves with what are the industry best practices in various things, how do we do. So if you see this, you will find that we match with industry best practices as far as India is concerned. Globally, there are differences. There are, globally, you tend to outsource a lot of things. In India, we don't do so much. And we have these KPIs. These KPIs are measured, these KPIs are debated, and the decisions taken on these KPIs, essentially, what are the key performance indicators for how much time your system was down, what service you got in how much time, and so on and so forth. And this is done periodically, weekly, monthly, and so on. GNFC also has another face, what Mr. Pankaj Gupta spoke about, Encode Solutions, which is the IT business division of GNFC. It provides IT solutions to different companies, and it has done a lot of work all over the country. We are known as e-procurement people, we are known as digital signature people, we are known as data center people. Actually, we've created 24 data centers in the country, done e-procurement worth 1,50,000 crores. Beyond Gujarat, we are working in Punjab, we are working in Haryana. Incidentally, all central government e-procurement projects currently are being managed by us through NIC. NIC is the main contractor, and all these projects have been subcontracted to us, and so on, and the variety of IT consulting and so on. Well, thank you very much. This was a small brief on ICT in GNFC. Thank you.